Alright, that's enough of that. Calming music. Take a sip of coffee here. Alright, we're gonna get started in about 45 seconds here, guys. What's up, Alberto? Italy. We're in Italy. I lived there for a few months when I was in college. I studied abroad in Rome. What's up, guys? How low are we going? It's BitBoy had a bearish tweet. So his bullish tweet didn't play out too well a few months for a June rally, which a lot of people thought. So maybe this one will play out better. We'll see, though. There are some things in technicals showing us that. Let me take a sip of coffee and then we'll get started here. All right, guys. What is up, guys? Evan Aldo here. Thanks so much for joining me. So, latest in the exclusive Discord. Right now, we've been doing really, really well. Lately, doing amazing. So, trades we've been on a nice little winning streak here. You know, the Bitcoin short is still in. Did a scalp long that hit the first take profit, got stopped out in profit. And then there's the latest, a new trade that I'm not going to show you guys yet because it's unfair to the people who are paying. It's in the exclusive Discord. So link in the description below for that. So let's get into it right now. I'll show you guys some TA. So we'll do a little bit of analysis here, and I'm making my trades on BitGet right now, the new sponsor of the channel. Doing two great promos right now, info and link in the description below if you want to trade on there. It's been a great exchange so far. Great interface, couldn't complain. No complaints yet. So check that out. Good to have things spread out, especially if you're just you know, exclusively Bybit FEMIX. Spread it out a little bit. What if one account gets positive withdrawals? I know Bybit did positive withdrawals a little bit, so be careful. But anyway, what you guys are here to see. Let's start with the 2-day right now. So, you know, we got BitBoy's tweet. BitBoy's saying that, Ben is saying that we could go to 10 to 14K in the next week or two. I think there are some things that do support that. I will give you that. There are some things that do support that. There's obviously cases for that not to happen. We're never going to know 100%, but I'll show you what supports it and what doesn't. 2-day about to print a red dot. It's already printing a red dot on Ethereum, so that's that's pretty bearish right now, especially in this environment. Also on your daily for Bitcoin, look at here. You got the pattern with the red dot and then the red X to go next to it. Right there, bam, down. This one, bam, down. This one, down. So this one would probably bring us, if it plays out like that, at least 18K probably. Down. See all these down. If you go really back, there are some where it doesn't work out, especially in the bull market. You really needed to go way back to see where they don't work, and it's in the major. See, like even that one, but even some of these. I mean, but in the major part of the bull, like here in the major, like really the beginning areas, I guess we were at these levels before. So high probability you will come down. Now, how far are we gonna come down? Let me show you something that's a little bit scary here. And, I don't think it'll play out exactly like this, but look at these RSIs. See how the RSIs are right here? And money flow kind of at the same level on your 20-hour. History never repeats exactly, but, to look at this, 45% down. Now, it would be from all the way up here. 45% down would bring us, I'm not going to do a clickbaity title and say, 12K, but that would be, there is a possibility for that. The soonest that probably could happen, though, based on this, would be, well, unless you have a major capitulation, 2 weeks about. There's some good news coming out with Celsius, but if you do come down to, 16, 12K in the next few weeks, that might just brush it all away. So yeah, not the best thing there. Looking at our 16-hour, it's kind of, the same thing, just like this with the split, very similar split RSIs, money flow in the same area, so could definitely have potential to come down here. I feel like still probably more people are going along. It feels like I'd have to look at funding fees, though. It's been kind of choppy. They're negative for Ethereum on BitGet and positive for, they're positive for Ethereum, negative for Bitcoin right now. That tells me it's kind of half and half, what people are kind of doing. Your bullish case right now is this green dot on this 5-hour right here, and it's not a bullish div though, so it makes it, well, it is a little bit subjective. I guess you could make the argument from the top of here that you are getting a bullish div, but I would probably take the average. I would not give this a bullish div, and I think most likely money flow crossover into the red here is probably going to have things play out more bearish than bullish here. Also, you're looking at, about to get a red dot in your 2-hour here. Your lower time frames, you came up a little bit with the RSIs. It's almost kind of like this a little bit, and then you just keep coming down. That's the general pattern right now. 15-minute looked a little bit promising, but look, keep an eye on those split RSIs. Split RSIs don't lie usually. That's one of the things, if you guys were following along with the exclusive Discord, why we didn't do so well towards the end of June. I was not looking at the RSIs nearly as much as I should have been. That probably would have saved a lot of trades and made it a lot better. Those are a big thing to talk about. Also, I'm going to update my trading course and add more stuff on the RSIs, and then I'm going to put a new discount code in once I update that. So if you're thinking about getting the course, probably hold off for a little bit. It's probably going to take me a few days to do that, to update that. I got to talk to my web developer and all that. My web developer is looking for work. He's getting the answer. He wants some stuff to do, so that's good. Give him some stuff to do. But yeah, so that's Bitcoin right now. I mean, I would be leaning probably more bearish. I know people are probably trying to counter trade BitBoy. The people are going to counter trade any big person. Sometimes you'll do well with that. Sometimes you won't. I mean, really, bottom line is, you want to have your own strategies. You can't just, rely on counter trading or uncounter trading somebody. So red dot for Ethereum, and we want to keep in mind too, the thing is, if you're going to be shorting right now anything, you'd probably want to be a little bit more inclined to short altcoins. And let's look at ETH Bitcoin. It looks awful on these big time frames. I just want to show you guys this, which a lot of people don't. I know Ben Cowan looks at this stuff a lot, but a lot of people don't. And look at that. Look at the last time. These money flow crossovers here have been pretty good. It's kind of like May of 18, where it just bled against Bitcoin until September of 19. So it could be a while here. And if you kind of, the time you want to try to really get into Bitcoin, maybe, or get into Ethereum, look, probably February, maybe even sometime next year before it really bottoms out against Bitcoin. But then once it does, it outperforms it by a lot. I mean, look at, if you were to exchange a lot of your Bitcoin into ETH around summer 2020, I mean, that outperformed it by 260%. So there are a lot of good, it is good, especially in these, these times, bearish times. It's good to look at what may outperform the S&P 500, what may outperform altcoins, what may outperform NASDAQ. Those type of things are very important to look at right now. So let's look at ETH again. We're dumping. You guys are probably, this is, I'll show you the trade quickly. I don't want to show you. Should I show you guys the trade? Do you guys want to see the trade? The trade. I do have shorts open for Bitcoin and Ethereum. They're doing really well. I just, because the ETH one has not hit first take profits, so I don't want to be unfair to the people paying for the exclusive Discord right now. But it's one of those textbook strategies that I talk about a lot that seems to be working out pretty well here. Also, same thing with the RSIs. I mean, your 16-hour split RSIs, last time it was like this, it marked the top here. I mean, even here is probably more realistic of what could, kind of like this, down 30% there, down 30%. And then from the top there, that bring it down to 880. It could be a nice double bottom pattern, which I do think you'll get something like that, especially if Bitcoin goes to, well, if Bitcoin goes to 16K, this is probably going to like 7 or at least, I would think. To kind of guess that, I mean, we already played around with the 300-week moving average. There's no data on really the 400-week, so that may be tough to really decipher a next place we could bounce off of. Probably around 700, I would guess. Probably a little bit of support here, but yeah, it's kind of my view. This weekly looks a lot like here. I mean, where as soon as the green dot confirmed, you just came down a bit. We could also repeat something like that, maybe a little choppy sideways, but we keep dumping right now. Let's see this. Wow, okay. Shorts are doing really well. That's good. But yeah, given, did we hit another take profit for our, let's see here. Bitcoin chart. Almost. We might have almost. I mean, sometimes the exchanges are. Did we hit it? Yeah, I think we did. Should it? Well, let me update. I don't want to show. All right. So the next place that you would want to take profits for this would be kind of a no-brainer. Like, yeah, right around 18,904 probably, unless we have. Oh yeah, you do have something a little bit before. Depends how risky you want to be. We already hit one take profit. I would say probably, yeah, be a little bit more risky here. Because price, in terms of, well, between 9, I would probably go 9. I would probably be compromised, go like very low 19s actually. Because, yeah, 400 away. I mean, it is a big area. Or just let it ride for now. They'd already hit 2 take profits. Let's let it. I'm not going to update anything right now at the moment. We'll just see what happens here. You also could, I mean, in terms of looking to add to this position, yeah, you could try to double it up risk-free right now, which is what I may try to do actually. Let's see here. Let me take a quick sip of coffee. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that, yeah. Let me take a sip of coffee. Alrighty. So cool. 27, 28 July. I know what you're looking at to map that out. I know what you're looking at. Cool. Let's see what you're looking at. I know what it is, man. I know what you're looking at, buddy. Probably looking at what we already looked at. 20 hours the highest split RSIs. If that repeats like this in terms of the timeline, May 20, about 2 weeks. So About 2 weeks would be, what number are you saying? 400 week moving average. That's going to be 400 week moving average, I believe, is at 12K. So you're mapping out the same way as me. Look, I mean, I think it's possible. Things don't repeat exactly, though. I mean, I do think. Cool. Let me ask you this: how much do you think the 300 weekly moving average will give us anything, or will it just go through like Chelsea Handler trying to ski? You know what I mean? Like, will this? Is there any hope at this point? 300 week moving average, because I feel like it's gonna give us something. You know what I mean? I feel like it's gonna give. It's gonna give you at least a nice scalp up, maybe 10% or 10% or something, at least. 10 to end Bitcoin, ETH, ADA. Yeah, I mean, I see sure, yeah, Delphi farmers. That's one possibility too, which does happen. I mean, I'm not the biggest like fundamental trader, so I don't, I'm more just technicals, but yeah, I could see that happening as well. We could dump down today a lot and then come up with the news, kind of prices already factored in before you get the news. And it looks like it's going to be bad. I mean, I feel like the Fed just keeps like, this is the Fed right now to the American public. Like, guys, I think, we're going to, and they're not even like, the thing is too, like, I'm trying to like say it to the point, like they want to say economy's strong, it's all going to be fine. Sell your stuff, sell everything. But they're literally telling us like it could go into recession. It could. They're literally begging you right now. They're literally winking at you and saying, "Look, if you're very positive in the market, take some profits, please." They're kind of sugarcoating and hand feeding to you, what you need to do right now. And people don't want to face that reality. This thing, because it's like the boy who cried wolf. People just hear all the way up at the S&P 500 the last decade, all the way up, that it's going to crash, and then when it finally does, no one takes it seriously. And I mean, those people screaming it's going to crash the whole time, they're eventually right, but no one takes them seriously, because if you listen to them all through those 10 years, you would have made you would have lost money, you know what I mean? Like, it wouldn't have worked out. So but yeah, good. Isn't it kind of nice we're getting at least a little bit of action on this stream? Let's see, are we okay? Yeah, I mean, there is the, if we stay sideways too, like what happened, in 2018, we're getting to that pocket. That'll probably give us something at least. That'll probably be a local. Yeah. Four ELXs, I don't know if that really, I mean, every time these RSIs come down, yeah, it seems like it just brings you down farther. Yeah, it doesn't look too hopeful there. I know some of you guys wanted me to look at altcoins. We could look at a few. Yeah, we talked about the 2-day rate. 960 ETH seeming gap. Okay. That might be a good place to take profits. Let's see. Okay, Matic. Everybody's been talking about Matic. I know it pumped up a lot the other week. That's probably why. Let's get on Binance, probably more data. View up, starting to curve down. It's a good curvature. Oh, where's the? Yeah, that daily, the split RSIs. Oh yeah, this is probably gonna come down. That might be a nice, if you're. Because I would, let's just see, a nice, you guys do, people in the Discord have been talking about, I should have been more attentive to this. Yeah, if you're trying to bet that, something like that. The daily, let's do a full analysis on this. That looks not half bad, kind of in between there. RSI's curving down. Blood, oh, yeah, that confirms the 4 hours. Yeah, I think we're probably going to come down, man. I think we're going to come down a little bit here. Un poquito. Yeah, blood diamond in every toe. Hold on a second here. Yeah, it's high confidence, when you're seeing that many blood diamonds at the same time. That's a high confidence you're going to come down. Let's look at our, I don't know, our 2 hour. Ooh. I want to, Little freebie right here. Yeah, if you did something like, I mean, I don't even know if you need a stop loss that. You could probably, depends what type of trader you are, but I, yeah, I'd probably give it some wiggle room. I mean, you could have some weird stuff going on. Maybe one stop loss like here, one stop, yeah, maybe one stop loss there, one stop loss there. And then you could crank up the leverage a little bit. This is probably, so what's the 18%? Yeah, you're going on 1x leverage. Wow. Yeah, I mean, but that is a good find. Shout out to whoever mentioned Matic. That's a good find right now. Yeah, internet money. Yeah, there's Crypto Face was talking about these people. It's hard enough to predict one move. Why are you talking about all these 10 moves? Go up here and hieroglyphics there. Going just focus on one move. I don't. Let's focus on the 19K first. Then we'll reevaluate and see what's gonna happen after the 2 weeks. Okay. But yeah, I do feel what you're. That's kind of what I was talking about as one one possibility. That would be a green July and then a red August. That'd be similar to what happened in 2014. Definitely doable. And in the choppiness in the market, yeah. Uniswap, yeah, we can look at Uniswap. Let's see, we'll look at Uniswap. I haven't looked at Uniswap in a long time. I forgot this even existed. Oh man, this is just, well, yeah, you got that point there. Let's keep that for now. Split RSI coming down. Yeah. I see why you would want to short. Yeah. Same as, everything's in it. Yeah, that short entry for a lot of things. I mean, let's see here. So if you wanted, look, you're just doing your stop loss above the swing high here is probably 50%. It's 20%. Wow. Yeah. Where would you take? Probably this. Yeah, I would probably go somewhere around here, to be safe. That might be a nice trade. Yeah. Let's look at where is price exactly though. It's probably at the yeah. Yeah, something like that. I could definitely see. I mean, you got to go low leverage, obviously. I don't even. You should be able to trade this on BITGET. Yeah, I don't even know what this is. I forgot this. I forgot this even is relevant anymore. This could really go to zero here. We'll see though. Got down to 139, so we're fighting right now. Fighting. Even though 300 weekly moving average might be a good level to watch for longs, my strategy would be the same: stay with the trend. The R says might follow higher green, low to. Yeah, okay, cool, okay. Yeah, so okay, you agree with me. There's definitely high probability you'll get. Don't mute the coffee. Yeah, people don't like that. It sounds disgusting. But let's see. Metis, I don't know what that is, man. I'll look at the ones I know first. I like to look at more of the big caps. Cardano, I think Kraken, we always look at that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's bearish. Yeah, you're probably coming to, this is like a... Yeah, I mean, still want to use good risk management. Anything could happen, but yeah, this just take profits at this area, like 34 cents. That is a big, it's 25% stock, jeez. I mean, let's look at some of your lower. Yeah. It looks like a pretty nice short right there. Yeah, once you look at these altcoins, it's just like, yeah, these are coming down. But yeah, giving you guys free stuff. Giving you guys too much free stuff right now. It's not too often that there's this much, this much of a confluence. Oh man. Oh man. Oh boy. I would say this probably looks more bearish than anything with the yellow X here. You know what I mean? Like if I was Matic, Uniswap, ADA, I'd probably short ADA, and it's the biggest market cap, so you're gonna have probably the most accurate data. But the thing is, it doesn't have the Split RSIs are already down. Like Matic and the other one, I believe, have better split RSIs. But your Blood Diamond makes up for that. I mean, come on, and that's confirmed. You're coming down. Theta. Let's look at Metis. That guy's been a... Whoever wants me to look at Metis, I recognize your username. You've been a fan. Yeah, I think I looked at this before for you. I mean, it's doing okay. Let's say, it's only down. It's doing not bad. It's only down 88%, and it's only gone straight down. It's not bad. That's a good performance. I like what I'm seeing here. This is, this is a great asset to have right now, especially if you bought it up here. Just genius if you bought it up here, and genius if you kept it the whole way. It's a great asset. This is a outstanding performance. This is how you get rich, guys. You buy up here, and I'm not diamond hands. We're not selling until it goes down to here. This is when we're selling -30. Now, I don't know. There's not enough data on this, man. It looks like everything else. I think it'll probably just go lower or go to 0. Oh, okay. You meant 17K. Gotcha. Yeah. For ETH. I mean, if Bitcoin goes back to 17K, this would probably make a lower low. I'd say you'd probably go to 700. I mean, my prediction for the bottom is 3 to 600. I originally bought a lot of this at 300 in 2020. Yeah, I have a feeling it'll probably go back to my average entry point. So yeah, some good news coming out with Celsius. Like I said, I feel like that could just get all, if we come back to 17, 16K, that could all just get washed away. But there's a little bit more hope. I mean, it'll be interesting to see the trust in them if they do very limited withdrawals with fees. It'll be interesting to see. I think they need more of like that rally to get back. But if we do go 16K and then internet money is right and we go back to 25K towards the end of the month, there's more hope there. It's kind of a soft no whether you're getting your money back from Celsius, but I would say it looks probably a little bit better in Voyager right now. I'm not an expert on the whole situation. There's plenty of other people that you probably know a lot more about those fundamentals than I do, but yeah. Let's take a look here. ITC, I don't know what is the bottom price this bear for you? I'm thinking 10 to 12K it's looking like right now in like August, September, October. There's people who think with the recession and everything it could go a lot lower, but you got to look at too like what happened with the NASDAQ with that recession. I mean, NASDAQ bottomed out when money flow was getting close to the 0 line here, like about 10. So if you map it out like that, you still get a bottom by November. And how much lower would you go? You'd probably hit some support around 10 to 12K. I don't really see for Bitcoin going anything below that. Altcoin, sure, that's probably going to continue to bleed hard against Bitcoin, especially anything other than ETH. But for Bitcoin, I don't know if you'll get that much lower than 10 to 12K. What's interesting too is comparing like NASDAQ to, because I was really trying to see. It seems like gold and silver are going to really outperform the SPY and the NASDAQ for the next, at least probably a few years. They did. Silver outperformed the NASDAQ very well, all from 01 to 2011. I don't know if it'll be the same this time against, crypto where silver outperforms it for that period, but I think any portfolio should have some exposure to gold and silver. Also, natural gas or oil in general compared to the SPY looks very good right now. I don't know if gas would outperform, gold and silver. I don't think it would, but I think those are good hedges. You could potentially converting, SPY shares into silver, gold, not financial advice, anything could happen, but there are convincing things in the charts that converting SPY shares into gold, silver, Occidental petroleum, natural gas, oil right now, you'd potentially be able to increase your SPY shares if you bought them back in a few years by a lot. And that's a good way to look at it, because if something can't outperform the SPY, then what's the point, in my view? But yeah. And, we're just continuing to come down a bit here. Let's look at our chart. 400 weekly moving average is very important support technically. What's more interesting is that below these levels, mining Bitcoin will be at a no-profit job. I think we might wick a bit lower than that. Okay. I agree with, this guy's been, this guy knows what he's talking about. Because there's a lot of people who, just watch crypto YouTubers, they have their opinion, and the odds are they probably don't know as much as the person, but this guy knows what he's talking about. Nobody's right 100% of the time. He would be billionaires pretty quickly if that was the case, but yeah, I totally agree with you. I think it could take, if August, I could see, or excuse me, I could see July, we don't need much to have a green month in July. I could see July pulling off a green month, maybe double bottom at 16, 17K, and then you go to that 400 weekly moving average in September. Almost too predictable, though, because that's probably what a lot of people are kind of thinking right now, because the vast majority of you guys do not think, just to poll you, do not think this is the bottom. Will Bitcoin go under, I don't know. How do I word this? I've asked you guys tons of times if we hit the bottom yet. It's overwhelmingly no. Will Bitcoin go below, let's say, 16K ever? Let's just ask that. What's up, Mateo? Let's see here. I don't know enough about that. There's people who know fundamentals a lot more than me. I'm more technicals, but I think it will. I don't know when the timeline on that is, but if it happens after 6 months from now, I think ETH will outperform Bitcoin at least. Let's look at Chainlink. Okay, we're getting a teeny bit of relief. No, are we getting relief right now? Yeah, it seems like everything is just dumping. Yeah, like everything else, pretty much. I think you're going to come down a bit here. I think you're probably, for most things, going to at least test the previous low, so 540 or something. This, in terms of the psychology chart that we like to look at, you would at least come down to $3, $4 here for a bottom. This could really die. This is really underperformed. I hate to say it. There are some good fundamentals with this, but this could really die out. But yeah. So yeah, I am predicting pretty bearish for everything, probably. We'll see what happens tomorrow. We will see. Could get quick, could come down quickly, maybe not, but yeah. Yeah, so 80% of you think under 6K. That's almost why I think, but that number would probably change a lot if we pump up to 25K, because people would probably think it's the bottom, especially if the SPY comes back. So these opinions do change, but yeah. AVAX, it's gonna, all these altcoins. What I've been saying too, and I've been right. A lot of people have disagreed with me, and I don't even know their thought process is usually. It doesn't make sense to me. I didn't think it happened, but they think it's a good time to buy alts, and I'm just look, historically, the alts have always bled against Bitcoin even after everything bottoms. So there's not really, for long term, trading alts, sure, that's fine, sure, but long term, I'm not seeing any reason for alts right now. Maybe in 6 months, split RSIs downward. This looks like everything else. 3 out, yeah. So, in terms of, I'm just giving you it's not that often that you have this clear of a direction, in terms of but this is very something of this nature is very likely right now. Nice risk reward ratio. You're just betting that you hit the bottom again, something like that, I would say. That would be pretty perfect. I mean, you could be even tighter with the stop loss. I don't think we would go above that level. Maybe do one there and one there, I would say. Yeah, do something like that. So you could crank up the leverage a little bit. I mean, it's still probably, yeah, 31%. Trading the volatility on this crap. Wow. Yeah. It is kind of nice, though, because the thing with this that's good is it still hasn't gone below its July low of last year, which everything else has, by quite a bit. So there is some hope here to keep, like, Bitcoin goes to 12K. There is some hope to keep maybe $9. I don't really see it happening, though, but probably, yeah, you're probably going to here, $3 if it worst comes to worst. CNY, I don't know what that is. The Chinese, oh, I don't, are you talking about Forex? I don't know. Is it the yen? I don't even know. I don't think it's the yen. Theta, yeah, I was confused that in Tezos. Guys, smash the like button. Oh, and guys, by the way, BITGET, link in the description below. You actually don't even have to deposit any money to get a little sign-up bonus, I believe, if you sign up using my link down below, only with my link. And 100 people will be randomly chosen. I believe you could get a 100th of a Bitcoin, a few $100s. And then if you just sign up and deposit $2,000 using my link, you're eligible, for the first 100 people only, you're eligible for a $140 bonus. So that's pretty good for only depositing $2,000. Usually you got to deposit more for that on other exchanges. And then if you deposit a real lot, you're subject to an additional bonus up to $4,000, which is pretty good. Pretty good. It's a really good exchange. I've been using BITGET a lot. I really like it. So check that out. And yeah. Okay, so right now we are coming up a little bit. This would be probably the time where you want to enter, I would say, to, well, at least look to enter. Yeah, look to enter or add to your shorts. Probably. But yeah. How often do I enter positions? I try to do at least something every day during the week, like Monday through Thursday. So, but you got to wait for the time is right. Sometimes it's every other day, but usually you get something. Usually you get something there. Did I stop using FEMIX? So I have things spread out. The main sponsor, I have an exclusive sponsor or partnership with BITGET right now. They're really good. I would recommend spreading out your money. I like BITGET a lot. It's a good interface. Yeah, really good for doing multiple stop losses, flash closes. But yeah, I'm going to do a tutorial on them pretty soon as well. Definitely we will see Bitcoin under 16K. It's pretty deterministic. The Rocky music like Jason Casper, yeah. We are probably hitting something right now, I would say. That's probably why I think we're hitting probably a local 618 or something. Yeah, so that's why you're getting some type of, and you probably look at some lower time frames here. Not in the 15, but you're probably at least close to getting a bullish div or something on maybe the 10. No, not yet. You are coming up a little bit, though. You're coming up a little bit here, so yeah, I mean, you're getting green dot, not a bullish div, so yeah, here's where I want to, probably would be, well, you're coming up, maybe wait a little bit. But this general area would probably be a good place to, not financial advice, probably add to a current short, do something like that, I would say. Risk-free trade. Thanks so much, Matthew. Yeah, 618s are strong, Mateo. A few more months. It's possible. I mean, we're due for that sideways type of thing. By the way, euro is now less expensive than USD. Remember we talked about Ray Dalio showing the euro side, yeah. And more slow, yeah. So it's going to be cheap to go to Europe. Probably Iceland. Does Iceland use the euro? I want to go to Iceland at some point. Probably that's expensive just because everybody wants to go there. But yeah, Spain. Practice some Spanish. I mean, I'm more of a Latin American type guy. I like more of South America and Central America. A bit more in Europe, but I've had my time in Europe. I don't know. Italy, probably cheap to go to. I've been there though. Italy is beautiful, the Amalfi Coast. Yeah, I mean, there's let's see here. In recessions, I mean, it's been a while since, a lot of us have experienced recession. I mean, Great Recession happened when I was I was a boy then. I mean, in 2008, I was 11 years old, 11, 12 years old. I mean, we're not used to it. And I'm trying to remember, how it was back then. I mean, I was living in definitely pretty rough community at the time. I mean, it was hit hard by it. I think the unemployment rate was 30% in the city I lived in, which is, people don't realize recessions hurt the less less fortunate people with lower incomes the most to begin with, and they hurt the rich the least, which, still doesn't that's how it is. But yeah, there's going to be good opportunity. You get things cheaper during a recession. The problem is everybody holds their stuff to the bottom, so they just lose the buying power, so it cancels out. But yeah. I mean, in terms of what's going to happen right now, you'll probably, you're having the bounce off of this area. Are you getting? I'm not seeing any bullish divs anywhere. I mean, you might get something. No, not even 15. I mean, you may get something of it. Yeah, probably your 30-minute, you'll get something soon, but I don't think it's going to amount to too much. Still at 1040 here. Those trades I was showing you, probably now would be a good time to give them a shot. Not financial advice, though. Yep, you're up. Dalio is doing good, yeah. USDT D sharp. I don't even know what that does. Ismail Ramirez. I don't know what that means or does. Let's see what else. I mean, let's take a quick look. I think the SPY is not. I looked at it briefly, like this morning, but I don't think. From what I looked at, it's not the. Come on. Not the best. Yeah, I mean, you're just getting yellow X's. That really only happens during recessions, too. I mean, yeah, I mean, there's nothing anybody could really do to stop this recession at this point, I think. Because the Fed, they're panicking about the inflation. They're going to be hawkish until you probably get to borderline, like, depression area. I don't think they're going to pivot anytime soon based on what they've said unless they randomly change their mind. I mean, they've literally said, like, we're looking at recession. They're basically winking at us and saying, like, guys, like, good, look, get out while you got the chance, So yeah. Curving down with the VWAP. How are our lower time frames? Yeah, a little similar to Bitcoin in terms of money. Yeah, coming out with a 3-hour. I think you'll lose this area tomorrow and you could be at 350 before you know it. Longer than that, longer than a few days. But I mean, if you repeat something like here, yeah, by the end of the month maybe. Depends. I mean, it could be choppy for some more time too. Yeah, it's been a while since you're seeing this many yellow X's on the SPY. I mean, we're only down at the moment from the all-time high about 20%, which you're getting a little bit of a rebound there. Trigger wave in the daily. Split RSIs don't lie. That don't happen too often where they're... I mean, I guess some people, yeah, you could probably argue something like that, yeah. That would be split our size and didn't work out too well. That don't happen too, you know, I mean, on your daily with that. That don't happen too often. Yeah, when they come up and then they're, yeah, then it's more, it doesn't ruin the move, but yeah, I can just go on forever here, but Amazon. I wonder how he came up with Amazon, like Amazon Rainforest. Is that what he? I wonder why he picked that name. Blood Diamond Daily, yeah. Yeah, we're going down more probably. Yeah, we're going down a little bit more here. I think really, like, the thing to look at for, and this is probably gonna, let's just look at, yeah, there's enough data on this too where, yeah, it's probably definitely gonna go in the red here. I know, you know, let's look at Amazon Silver. You know, because if it can't outperform silver, yeah, I mean, look, first time ever. Ooh, silver, baby, silver. Silver is looking, if you guys haven't seen me talk about it, silver has been looking juicy on a lot of these, especially compared to like the SPY and everything. I mean, there's arguments to be made both ways, but and that silver outperformed a lot of the NASDAQ, or the NASDAQ itself, it did outperform from, there's not enough data here, but, oh, let me just go to normal silver so we got more data. This is like by the ounce. It did outperform like a lot of, let's go on the monthly here. Silver did outperform, you know, from, or this is Amazon outperformed. There were some areas, you know, 3 to here, these few years. Silver did outperform a lot of the NASDAQ through this era. Amazon, you know, that was one of the ones that did outperform silver, but yeah. Amazon, and this is another, you know, thing to look at too. Amazon SPX. That monthly, ooh, oh, that monthly. Yeah, NASDAQ is done. NASDAQ is not what it's gonna. People think it's gonna keep going up. No, first time ever. Yeah, the RSI is going this low too. No, we are not in the amount. It's like the. This is what keeps happening. A lot of people in the 1950s, they missed out on all that because they thought it was going to be like the Great Depression again. A lot of people in the 1980s, they missed out on all that because they thought it was going to be like the 1970s again, choppy where gold did very well. A lot of people in the 2010s, they missed out on a lot of it. Why? Because they thought it was going to be like '08 again. A lot of people in the 2020s right now, they're going to get wrecked because they think it's going to be like the 2010s again. That's the pattern that keeps happening. There are certain times where it does go up for 20 years from what was it generally, like 1980 to 2000, a little choppy in the 90s though, early 80s. That's possible. I'm not seeing the evidence for that. There's just too many catalysts to bring it down. What's happening with Bitcoin? Yeah, nice little bounce. Now it's starting to come, yeah, this is where you want to. Let's see. What's the TP for your current short? On Bitcoin, on ETH, what? I don't even have a new TP yet. For Bitcoin, it's probably going to be low 19s. I mean, that's something in the Discord, and I like to, kind of unfair for the people who aren't paying to, I know people are paying to just give away that 80%. You are bearish. We got a smash the like button. Again, BITGET, sign up if you want to get trading. If you're an experienced trader, if you're experienced, if you know what you're doing. If you've been doing this for 10 years and you're still losing money, you may be experienced, but you're experienced in losing money. I don't know. But anyway, you know, in all honesty, it's a really good promo. Check it out. Link in the description below. It's only with my link. First 100 people, I get a $140 bonus just for depositing $2,000. I mean, it's a good amount. And then you could get it more. And then you're also going to be entered for I think 1 in 5 people will be able to get 100th of a Bitcoin. So 1 in 5 people will get $200 bonus also. So you can get up to $340 for just depositing $2,000 and doing like 1 leverage trade, I believe. So nothing too complicated. So check that out. Link in the description below. And I believe there's a deposit bonus on top of that if you do deposit, you know, more than $2,000. Really great exchange. Check that out. Yeah, guys, I think we went, um, we went over, most of the things I want to go over right now. Not too many other things to really talk about at the moment. Looks more bearish overall. I think you're going to come down quite a bit more here. Maybe test this area or even 16K in the next week or so. We got the CPI tomorrow. I think that could bring it down. Some people think that, some people don't. We'll see. Obviously, there's never 100% way to tell, but yeah. Last thing let's look at this guy. This is just probably no one's talking about this anymore. Yeah. I think it's pretty inevitable you get to this point, at least. Let's get deep in the red here. Netflix, SPX. How's that monthly there? Ooh. Yeah, time to buy this is probably in a few years. Yeah, tech isn't gonna. It's not gonna. It just seems so unlikely that. And let's just go Nasdaq's XPX. I mean, yeah, you're so hot. It looks like the. I mean, you're already pretty down, but yeah, wait. You're so due to come into the red here too. 2 week probably looks so bad. Yeah, you're so due to come into the red here. But yeah, nice, cool, nice. All right, guys, I'm gonna head out. Thank you so much for joining me. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, sign up to buy BitGet. Excuse me. Link in the description below. First link, good bonus. Check out my exclusive Discord, link in the description below. Doing really well lately. Past few weeks. This month has been a great month so far. And let's see, Market Cipher, link in the description below. Use my discount code down below. I'm going to add some stuff to the trading course, so maybe hold off on that. I'm going to do a new discount pretty soon. And if you want to do a one-on-one session with me, link in the description below. A lot of people really like that. So check it out. Yeah, guys, have a good one. Hope you do very well in trading. All right, guys, goodbye.